Hello, everyone. Today I'm looking at Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. This is the most radical, cool game ever, dudes and dudettes. Oh my god, I cannot get over this game and how absolutely ridiculously fun, stupid, and crazy it is. It also is a game that, I played Far Cry 3. I have no idea what would possess someone to make this, out of all things, a retro 80s action shooter love letter. And what I love about it too is that it's actually sold completely separately from Far Cry 3. So you don't even need to own Far Cry 3 to play this. It's just on the online Xbox store. Um, Obviously it's using the same engine and builds and the world that Far Cry 3 has, but it is completely different. And so everything in here, I've never had such balanced writing between being a homage to something, being self-aware, and then being intentionally cheesy and funny when it comes to the references that you're making. So you play as Rex Murphy Colt, yeah, and you're like some super commando essentially on a renegade mission, and so it's every 80s action movie trope imaginable, and so you basically go through the game, assassinating these cyborgs, and killing off these guys, and ultimately hunting down the blood dragons, which are these ginormous kind of creatures and monsters that are responsible for energy fluctuations in the area. Like the story literally doesn't matter. This is a stupid action shooter game, but it is done so tastefully and so well and so cool. It's just so wonderful. So for example, some of the cool aspects are like you'll have a double barrel shotgun like in Terminator, and you'll like pose it over your hand. You'll have like the RoboCop style pistol that shoots 3 round bursts and auto targets onto people. You'll have an assault rifle that he'll throw up in the air, and like he'll twirl the magazine to reload it and shove it back in. And then you get like a giant shuriken that you throw, and it drains energy from people. And there's just everything in this game is honestly the coolest effing thing I've ever seen. Meanwhile, the guy's doing intentional funny one-liners and talking about like the HR department's not gonna like that, and stuff like that. Similar to Far Cry 3, you can only hold 4 weapons at a time. So even if you do get new ones, and you have to swap them and equip them. What is very fun though is that there's a very decent progression system in this game. So you're able to upgrade all your weapons, give them special abilities and qualities that otherwise totally transform them, like giving your sniper rifle exploding rounds, which is very effective and a lot of fun. And most of the enemies are these kind of cyborg ninjas, which have the blue blood. So it's kind of like also PG at the same time. And they have these horribly animated like 8-bit cutscenes. Like it's an homage and a parody at the same time. And that is just a beautiful mix of these two things, which is just really fun. You can tell they had a lot of fun making this. And it's funny, out of all the Far Cry games besides 5, this is my favorite one, which is something that takes itself not seriously and super seriously at the same time. It's just fantastic. Um and so yeah, the story is very simple. You go around just blowing stuff up and eventually hunting down the blood dragons, unlocking vehicles. It's the same Ubisoft formula, but it's just a lot more fun than any other mainstream Fallout game I've ever played. So I highly and highly encourage Blood Dragon, because it is just it's just so cool. And I think the other thing that really immerses you in the world is the sound font. As soon as you start the game, it has this cool black and green 80s synth vibe, and the distant drum beats. Like whoever did the sound design in this game is phenomenal, from the weapons to the enemies to the actual music. It's absolutely fantastic. And I picked it up again just recently, actually, to just do like a random lingering achievement kind of thing, and I was immediately immersed. It's one of those games you pick up and you don't want to put down. So yeah. Anyway, there's not much else I can really say about the game other than it's very funny. It's equally very cool as well, which again is just super super rare, and it's just a ton of fun, and I can't recommend it enough. It's just a great time. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.